I just found out that the great Julee passed away. Very sad news. So, might be a good time to appreciate all the good music she made and remember her as being a great musician, great singer, and a great human being. Julee. Today, no music. Angelo Badalamenti. Good morning. It's December 16, 2022, and if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Here in LA, a cloudy morning. Quite a breeze blowing right now. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. 10 Celsius. Today I was thinking about the song, The World Spins. And I believe it was mine and Angelo and Julie's favorite song we did together. And I think it's from the year 1987, maybe 86, 87, somewhere in there. This afternoon it'll be going up to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 Celsius, and it looks like partly cloudy all along the way. Everyone, have a great day.
Chain the walls. Let's go meet come and gone. The things I touch are made of stone. Falling through this night alone.
Mr. Lynch, lives will be there forever. Good morning, Mr. Mathematics, simply, 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 Lynch, it's June 9th, 2025, it's 25 years. We are still here after that mental position. There is think for me, and I can explain why exactly, and also obviously Julee should remember Julee Cruz, because obviously she died 38 years ago as well, and the video video is associated related became more to me and important to me for also for this effect, as I really explain other times, other occasions. I always recommend full interpretation video part to link in the comment section and then the video the articles top articles during the video final screen send back the video in Naples once again it's very clear even from trust prima ma semplicemente also some technology in general because also it's one not slight this one it's really after it's the plan in the area 13 and news 84 Fahrenheit 29 Celsius it's really soffre invece perché soffre se casi si soffre spinga tu sulla pendenza questo ricordo successivo and if 80 days it will be it will be 4 years since I creation decision and so secret sembra che reports 4 years reports secret season including fact spinga 6 years as a rap someone verifica lavori per un cioè io suppose di I'm sure that the race here remains in regime let's also set this measurements my purpose and look at it for the years it's better than perhaps paradox for me and the idea was the rubbish the auto spins on the experience for the series from society soft from the sun agitated for the intelligent in general for the beer as well as for the seasons for the beer to seasons for the as you can just as you agree stress free or something was everything absolutely but yes it seems that when this body almost 80 days of 18 days being 25 yeah if it really started to submit so far it was non shooting effect on April 4 it was a Friday but it's meantime seems some early summer satisfaction was January going to some very few days very really closed I don't know if something for people but I think yes it's subjective it's not for me also instead of the sky so that's what I see for sure just for it's really weird but this is going to be some of you mi riferisco che ti ho apprezzato ripeti just before the foreign to Fahrenheit 29 guarda cosa dico esiste un sia 35 so before today yeah it's beautiful Casa cosa c'è posso dire bene perché quasi no qualsiasi storia di position perhaps I'm not the only position to assure so you do it this house at the moment I should have been Dite examinare share via verifica supplement candidaten si può sicuramente che dite tutto che siete su ai che siete oggi sfidati non esate descritto se di via ci gioca soprattutto perché tu arrivi bene non perché tu arrivi bene non vuole vedere una forada sei bene a wars tutti i miei parole comparison con la realizzazione sono via comparison nulla quella quindi io che questa faccio la struttura insomma diversi sensi non si fa un senso si mette in coda tipo tu fatto che si con inizi su questi lidi si mangia questi sensi il mondo quando sono si vede per ben ci si vede minuto su mettere via fuori senza che riesce attenzione riesce e la serie che è conosciuta questo ti vede questo dice la video questo si chiede mi ti pensi di riuscire questo si chiede attenzione riesce and finally forse adesso ne vedi che possono parlare di sistemare possono mettere fatto sono scritte e farli Gates lite già sono nas così le tue informazioni l'importanza di fare vedere le licenze manifesti per essere rifletto in questa fitta nessuna vita ma certo vita diventare una parte di si fa che tre così le siamo ci sarà lo ripeti cosa si va di nuovo e tu sei una they're just obviously as from the 13 and 10 minutes. Matta, lì per te che dice si non si attenza a me, posso lei forse non lo so. Meglio. No, sì. E che fa? Si sono, non si scrive il film. Assolutamente. Ma si fa mangiare, from his hand, beautiful shot. My favorite biscuits. And many beautiful combos of beautiful biscuits. Or with beautiful biscuits. I just think it's one of the best kind of biscuits. Or biscuits are chocolate chip cookies. If you're not mistaken, your favorite biscuits for Mr. Lynch. But in particular, there are other two things that remove the remedies. The first one is about milk fast and shot storing in citric of fumes. Tu sono spiegato così fa che c'è andato in una certa famiglia di nascita quindi mi sono fatto se continua a mettere serious fatta mi serious buona and serious for me sarà il second place position because at the first place position for me era bamba and serious fact was I don't know because they are really super bad. Alcio, tomorrow I suppose if you want to die. If I can know tomorrow to be libre. Bene uguale sì. Ripetere le sublimi shiny di cadenza si possono dire che si